kind of the mindset of this team now as you guys, have another home game, but coming off that stretch that you guys have had the last 4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah, we're looking to finish the season the right way. I believe we have 5 games left guaranteed to us, so going out there and playing hard, and we believe that we can win all these last games, and just go out there and play good football and get it done.
Freeze has kind of said that maybe the struggles you guys are having on offense are a combination of a lot of things, obviously. What are a couple of things that you think you guys need to improve on, in particular maybe the passing game?
Yeah, we definitely have some issues that we're trying to address. We got to get on the same page what we're doing with kind of everything. I don't feel like we're necessarily on the same page right now on Saturdays. I felt good with the plan going into the game on Saturday in terms of the pass game, and we got to it there at the end of the game, and had success moving the ball. And there were some guys open early in the game too, and just wasn't able to get it to them. But I feel like we're making progress.
How frustrating has it been that those things kind of pop up on Saturdays, week after week, and it hasn't clicked yet?
It's extremely frustrating, to be honest. It's been tough. You just got to keep showing up and keep working, though. So, I'm not going to be giving up, this season or ever. But it's been very frustrating.
As a leader and a captain, how do you, be a good example for your teammates when it's not going the way that you want it to?
Yeah, you have to be able to respond the right way when things aren't going great. I feel like, being an older guy, I've had practice at that, honestly. And, being able to respond when things aren't going great. It's not always going to be calm, though. Some guys think that, you have to respond the right way. That's just being level-headed at all times. And there's an element to that for sure. But sometimes enough's enough, and some guys need to hear it. And so, there's an element of that too, and it's not always just, hey, next play, this, and this. Like, at some point, enough's enough, and we're either going to change it or we're not. And so, there's part of that too.
You mentioned kind of the end of the game. LSU had a couple of drives where you guys kind of got some tempo going and saw that. How much does it help from a rhythm standpoint to start to kind of go a little faster and get a little tempo? Do you feel like that's helped in the passing game the last couple of weeks, even though it hasn't been sustained?
I don't know. I don't necessarily know if it was a tempo or not. I mean, that was, I guess, part of it. But just, we got to the stuff that we had practiced in the pass game, and we went and executed it. And, the guys did what they were supposed to do, ran the routes correct, and we had a chance to throw it downfield, and so I feel like we did it well at the end of the game.
Hey, just talk about the rotating quarterback. How hard is that, or not hard is that, in terms of you're in, you're out, you're in on a play, you're out on a play? How do you adjust?
It's a good question. I don't know. I've never had to do that before. It's a new challenge for me. I've never really seen anybody else do that either. So I don't know if there's anybody I can ask to learn from. But I'm just, every time I'm in there, I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to do and do what I'm being coached to do and execute and make a play when we need it. You can't get in there in a situation like that and try to do too much. I don't feel like I've done that, so just keep going in there and executing the play that's called. If it's called to hand it off, hand it off. You can't try to pull it and make something crazy happen. But yeah, it's new. I've never done that before, so I don't know really.
Can you just talk about kind of the differences in the offense between when you're in and when Robbie's in? When you're in, how would you describe kind of what that offense is supposed to look like, and maybe why it's not?
I feel like it's balanced. I feel like we can throw the ball. I feel like we can run the ball with our backs. I feel like we can do the RPO stuff. I feel like I can run the ball when I need to. I feel like I've shown that this year and in my past. So I think it's whatever coach wants it to be, And so like I said before, just going out and executing whatever play is called. And so I feel like I can do whatever we call. And so, whatever is called in, I just go and execute it.
What have you seen from Caleb Burton? I know he got here late like you did and kind of trying to play catch up a little bit. How have you seen him progress during this season, and you feel like he's a guy that's going to be ready to break out?
Yeah, absolutely. He from the moment he got here, you can tell he's a route runner. He's not just a guy who can run fast or a guy who shows flashy catches or anything. He's a route runner, and he's a technician, and he works hard at it. And I feel like me and him have a connection that we built over the summer. And I think he's a really good player. I think he's a good receiver, and I think he has a skill set that can succeed.
I think he's a guy that's going to have a chance. People will see more of the rest of this year.
I hope so. I think he definitely has the capability of doing it, but we'll see.
Connor Lou, how did he do when he came in, and you think he's ready if he needs to start as a true freshman in the SEC?
Absolutely. He's a really hard worker. You look at him, he doesn't look like a freshman. And so he's done everything that he needs to, I feel like, in practice. He's proven himself in practice. And then he went out there and played well in the game, I thought. I didn't look at his grade or anything, and I wasn't really watching him particularly on film. But, I think people say as an offensive lineman, if nobody mentions your name, that's usually a good thing. I don't think anybody mentioned his name. So, I think he did his job when he was in there, and I thought he played well.
How important just a win Saturday, just from a confidence standpoint? How big would a win be for this team?
It'll be big. We need a win. It's been 4 weeks since we were able to sing the fight song together, and we had chances to win, and that's the frustrating part. And so just getting back on track and executing our stuff and going out there and playing well on Saturday and walking away with a win. So it'll be good to get us back on track and set us up for success the rest of the season.
From the naked eye, it might look like this offense is a long way off. Does it feel like you guys are much closer than people might think you are?
Yeah, I think so. We just, like I said before, we got to get on the same page and get moving in the same direction. And I felt like we have made progress during the week, which is not showing on Saturday. And so, I think that we're going to do that this week, and I think we'll be on the same page on Saturday.
Payton, you're in a unique situation quarterback-wise. So what is your relationship like with Robbie, and how are you guys keeping each other encouraged?
Yeah, the relationship's fine with Robbie. I don't think we have any problems with each other. When he's out there, I'm not hoping anybody does anything bad. I assume he feels the same way. So, we're trying to win, and it's unique for both of us. I don't think he's ever done something like this either. So, we're both pulling for each other, hoping that when we're out there, we do good things, because at the end of the day, that's going to help us win the game. So, there's no bad blood or anything like that. Nothing that anybody might think.
Thanks, mate.